What's up, guys? Just want to do a video now on gold. Sorry I didn't do one at the beginning of the week, analyzing gold price and what I kind of was expecting for today. But I'm on holiday, as you can see, I'm a little bit tan. So yeah, let's just go through gold price because I think, honestly, I think everything's just been kind of working out how we were originally thinking. I mean, I've been bullish on gold for a while, and I'm sure anybody who ever watches any of these gold videos also is probably bullish on it. And I mean, at this point, yes, I mean, you can certainly play like small reversals in the market. I mean, you can try and time the market to make some money on sort of scalp at a sell-off, but man, why would you do that when clearly right now for this market in gold, right? Higher lows, and every time that there's a pullback, if you're expecting 1900, buy the dip, go long, because ultimately in the long run, you're going to make more money. So I kind of made that mistake, right? I forgot I had a few sell positions originally when I was looking at this range of 1810, 1830 here back here around the 12th. And I made the mistake of not closing because I wasn't paying attention around 1810. And soon enough we went up, but I was opening long positions as well. So eventually I managed to break even and make profit, when I had my longs versus my shorts. So I closed out the break evens and just held some long positions, and I've been opening some more. And right now I'm in a good profit, right? And I think that's really, again, what I've been saying for a while now. Like, once we broke 1800, it was clear, like, you got to just be going long on this market. That was a very strong confirmation, in my opinion, of a of a bull market. We were kind of eyeing this resistance here, and basically what happened in the last week is, it got rejected a bit, but the resistance wasn't that strong. We don't have that much price history at these ranges, so we're just kind of blowing through it. And with the larger narratives, I mean, continuing for this week, guys, I really highly suggest, especially as people like us, if we're beginners or even if we're not full beginners like myself, but we don't want to pay attention to the market all the time. We're not full-time traders. We're just trying to really invest more. I mean, don't short this market. You're gonna fuck yourself. You're gonna get fucked. Trust me. This is the time when you just ride the wave, and you can see the every time we have a slight pullback, the buy side pressure is so strong, and we're kind of repeating a very similar pattern, right? So I really think that if you want to try and short this market, if you want to look at other sell signal groups or whatever, you can try, and I'm sure you can make some money, but you're going to have to pay attention to the market because at any moment, the buys are going to come in and then just blow you out. So you got to really watch out for that. The reality is this, look, from a macroeconomic standpoint, right now in terms of gold, we have to understand that it's not necessarily that there's that much demand for gold, but also the dollar is just so weak. I mean, we've broken now this 90 level support that we were looking at for a while. If we look at the day chart, right, like we're finally kind of breaking down this again, and it just looks like, if you're really looking at this day chart, it just kind of looks like we're almost creating like a triangle. I don't think that this is a triple bottom. I don't think we're going to see a rally right now. The sentiment on the dollar is just too weak. And when we have such a weak dollar, ultimately, I think sooner or later gold is going to, pick up the slack. And yes, when we had the inflation news come out, that we're seeing this inflation and this debate of transitory versus is it real inflation. I mean, right now, when the inflation news came out the last week, there was a strong rise in bonds, which and bond yields, which caused the gold to dip a bit. But man, now yields are going sideways, and I think we're also kind of seeing that the effect there. Inflation numbers are increased, and the price of gold is going up. I think investors are looking at it now, like seriously. Like with this inflation data that's come out today, this evening, we're going to have the FOMC minutes. I assume it's going to show more signals that their Fed isn't going to increase interest rates anytime soon. So if they're not going to do that, if they're not going to taper off asset purchasing as well, price of gold, I think, is just going to continue to go up. Like I just do not see why we don't in the next few weeks eventually see 1900. And if that's the case, then every opportunity you get, buy the dips, set sell limits, according to the price. Set it at maybe like, if for example, we're at, so let's go back to the gold chart. Let's go on the 15 minute. Let's say, for example, we get this pullback that we got here. We had a relative high of around 75 and we got the, pullback back to 52 or so. Just make sure you have reasonable buy limit set so that you can take advantage of these opportunities. Maybe based off previous resistance, right? Or previous resistance like we saw here. That's why I had my buy limit set and it triggered, and now I'm in a good position. So try and play the market like that. Just keep on buying these dips. Keep on buying these dips until we get to 1900. Of course, I'm not saying you have to follow me, but I mean, just look at the market overall. It's not about following me. It's just about following the trend. And it is what it is. One other thing we have to definitely consider as well right now, which was kind of a big narrative before, but the crypto market obviously has taken a massive hit this week. Finally, I mean, shit doesn't go up forever, so it's kind of like whatever. If this is where, in terms of crypto, if you are investing purely for gambling purposes, just speculating and don't know shit about these projects, you're freaking out. But yeah, we're seeing these 50% corrections right now, right? And probably more. The reality is it's just so fucking overextended, and we're probably going to see a bigger correction, 50%, which is probably good for the health of crypto, but obviously going to free people out in the short term. It sucks for me if I hold crypto, but one thing that this means for gold, especially when it comes to the price of Bitcoin dumping 50%, is that I think some liquidity from the crypto market is going to go back into the gold market now. It's going to go back into these kind of asset classes like the metal market and this type of commodities markets. Because I still think that in the grand scheme of things, the price of gold, given where we are, right, with the macroeconomic uncertainty, the inflation narrative, also now we're starting to see more of this, the war in Israel. What's going to happen with China? These types of things, I think, are ultimately going to just drive the price of gold up in the coming months, especially when there's no sign of the Fed increasing interest rates anytime soon. So, guys, this is a time to be in gold. This is a fun time to follow this market, I hope people who watch any of my stupid crypto videos, I really don't like doing those because I much prefer talking about more complex markets like gold or like other asset classes. I hope you guys realize that, just because crypto is crashing doesn't mean that there isn't other opportunities. Like the gold market is a good opportunity right now. Don't miss the boat, guys. Anyway, sorry that I just kind of rambled on and I didn't have more of a structure, but I'm on holiday, so I'm just kind of spitting out thoughts. I've been looking at the market the past few days. It's been really interesting to see how the market's been booming, or, not booming, but going up, the bullish momentum seems so strong. At this point, I mean, I don't even know how you can doubt the momentum in terms of gold price right now. And this is a good opportunity to make some money. So don't miss out this opportunity, guys. I'll probably do another crypto video. I don't, right now I'm just kind of out about doing shit, and I'm going to the beach surfing, so also watching NBA. So, I'm kind of taking it easy, so I don't know how many videos I'll be able to really get. I'm going to be out on holiday for at least another week, so, but I'll try and do a video a day still in the evening. I want to do one about crypto, to try and calm people down, but anyway, take it easy, guys.